It's November 26th, 2018, and I wanted to do a video on the Rangoon creepers here. So this one. So these small pots here are all the Rangoon creepers. The bigger ones are in the back, and I'm going to show you those here in a little bit. But they were originally in these bigger pots and some other bigger pots, and I had to actually uproot them and plant them in here. So they were doing okay for the first couple of weeks until some white moths had gotten under the leaves and I didn't even notice. So they've taken quite a beating with those bugs, and I had to kind of revive them because they were really struggling. So as you can see there's also bugs that were eating the leaves. Those little red spots that you see there are from those white moths. So they just get under the leaves and they just suck the life out of these leaves, which cause the plants to nearly die. So these were the smaller ones, and I planted them in smaller pots. But I'm going to go back to the side of the house and show you the other pots. These are the bigger ones. As you can see, they're the ones I planted the bamboos in, and there's a clear example of what these plants have been going through. So this one was actually a really healthy one. It was the healthiest one, and somewhere along the way it just wound up dying. So as you can see, the bottom portion of the vine is right here, but as it comes up, it died. It might have to do with some oversaturation that it went through, because there was a period where it just wouldn't stop raining and I had them out there. So I moved them right here to the side of the house where they can get some cover from all that rain. All right guys, so it's December 18th, 2018, and I wanted to show you the progress on the Rangoon creepers. So I've been miracle growing them for the past couple weeks in an attempt to get them to bounce back from all that struggling they were going through, and I've managed to actually get them to come back. Right here is a new shoot, here as well. You see all this new foliage coming out of it. This is actually new little branches that are coming out here, just like this one right here. You can see that there's a brand new vine that actually started growing from the bottom here. So the actual plant is right there, and this is a brand new vine coming up, and it just snaked its way all the way up to the top. So I'm gonna need to do something about that and probably get it to climb something else as well, because I wanted to just keep crawling. Unlike this one here, which I originally had a while back, I actually snaked it back downwards and had it coming back down, and it ended right here, as you can see. And I don't really want to do that this time around. I actually wanted to continue to grow upwards. See, here's a vine here, and if this branch had gone up further, it would just continue climbing up. So I really want to do something about that. Here's another one that's come up to the top, a brand new vine. This one doesn't necessarily have a vine yet, but it's got all this new growth at the bottom here. So right there, and even this one is new. All right guys, so it's January 4th, 2018, and we're back here at the Rangoon creepers. There's been some significant growth. As you can see here, there's lots of growth going on here. So I had to make an extension to the original little makeshift tree I had created for it. This is the dead one that I had showed you guys before in the last clip, but you can see here from this point on forward, there's all that growth. And also with this one here, this one just kind of took off all the way up to here, and it's almost touching the ceiling there. So this one also had an extension, as you can see here. It's barely hanging on, so I'm going to need to fix that. because this vine is just growing a lot faster than I thought it would. This one here also took off, also made another extension to this one here, and you can see that right here because these vines are just taking off. So lots of growth going on the bottom. You can see here lots of new growth all over the place, and from the vine here you see lots more vining out. So I'm pretty excited about this because the more this plant vines out, the better of a chance it has at taking off and not being put in that same situation it was in when it started dying, like this one right here. All right guys, it's January 22nd, 2019, and we're back here with the Rangoon creepers. So last time you guys saw them, they looked really miserable, but as you can see here, there's been some significant growth. It's even vining out to where it's, you know, crawling onto this bicycle here, and they're just starting to get out of control. Let's take a closer look here. So here with the vines, you can see this vine is actually doubling out. So at every node are 2 vines that are trying to come out, every single node. So that's all the way down, and I'm pretty sure even if I was to cut it up here, all these nodes would vine out sideways. And I'm pretty sure also that the reason why they aren't vining out as much as they would, as much as they could actually, is because there's nothing for them to actually grab onto and crawl. I had to make an extension here with another bamboo stick so that it could continue to climb, because it just wanted to keep climbing. And same thing was going on with this one and this one. It just wanted to keep climbing, but I didn't have anything for it to climb on. And I'm assuming that if I give it something bigger to climb on, it would actually vine out like crazy, especially from these nodes here. I do have the smaller ones here, but those are growing out as well. So here are the smaller ones, and here's another few of the smaller ones. This one here seems to have died, but I'm not too worried about it because we've got so many of them that have made it, and they're well on their way to just branching out and reaching out and grabbing onto everything that they're climbing on. So I'm gonna definitely need to put these plants in a bigger pot and create something even bigger for them to climb on, or possibly take them to the farm and create something out there for them to climb onto. But it's turning out beautifully with these Rangoon creepers. For a moment there, I thought I had lost them. And the awesome thing about these as well is that they were all grown from cuttings. So all of these pots here were all grown from cuttings. And when I first started with the cuttings, I didn't even think that they were gonna make it, but surprisingly they did, and now I know that they can be grown from cuttings. This was that first tree that looked pretty good in the beginning, and I had looped back around and crawled downwards because I didn't create an extension for it to climb up. So I wanted it to loop back down instead of kind of tilting over and breaking. But the bottom of it looks beautiful, and I think all these plants, these Rangoon creepers, are going to do beautifully. So that's it for now with the Rangoon creepers. It's been quite a journey getting this far, and it's taken us quite a few months. So hopefully within the next couple of months we'll get double, or maybe 3 times, or maybe even, you know, 10 times the growth that we see here. It's February 27th, 2019, and here we are with the last update on the Rangoon creepers before I go ahead and transplant them into larger pots. So as you can see, here are 2 pots, and one of them doesn't really have too much vining out, but it's bushed out quite a bit, as you can see here. So it's pretty thick down here at the bottom. So not too much vining out, but I think that's just because I don't have too much there for it to grab onto and actually take off. This one, however, has completely crawled up that bamboo stick, the first one that I put here, and I had to make an extension, as you can see right here, where I just kind of tied another branch onto the branch that was already there. If I can get it, there it is. There's the extension, and it just continues to come upwards because this guy is just, he's just reaching out here. And as you can see down here, right here, it actually vined out from a node and it started crawling right back up the vine, and it's come out right. Ooh, it's so windy I can't even tell where it's at. Oh, here it is. So here's another one that's really hasn't climbed up the bamboo stalk. This is the one that died, actually. You can see it here. I left it here as a reference to which one. This one was the first one to actually start doing well, and then all of a sudden it died. But as you can see, it's bounced right back. Here's another one that has crawled up. I'm really glad I made these bamboo, these little makeshift bamboo trees, so that the vine can crawl up and actually grow out. So it's actually gotten pretty thick to the point where the wind has blown and it actually kind of snapped right here at this joint right here, right there. And I actually kind of tied it off here with another vine, and it just kind of stayed this way, bent over like this, but it's doing perfectly fine. We have a couple of small ones here, and some of them that didn't make it, which is this one, like this one right there, and also this one. But we've got lots that have made it, and the largest one of them all is this one here. So I needed to get this guy up on top of this little bush here so that he can go, because he was just getting too big. You can see him right there, kind of biting his way in, and the tip of him, here's the tip. All right, guys, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll answer those questions to the best of my knowledge. That's it for the Rangoon creepers for now, and I'll see you guys when we transplant.